You're the light of the world, the salt of the earth, and every person who comes into contact with you should be able to see the light in you shine. But under what environment does light shine? Under the darkness. Like it or not, the light can only show as light if it's in the darkness or surrounded by darkness. This is a topic that most of us Christians do not want to talk about. The only time that we'll be shining our light is if we are amongst people in the world. These are people who have not given their lives to Christ. These are unsaved people, unbelievers. That's the only time that we'll be able to shine our light. That's the only time that we'll be able to live our purpose as the light that God has created us to be. But do we do that? And please do not get me wrong, I am not out here asking for people to go in clubs, turning up in the name of shining your light in the darkness. No, that's not what I'm insinuating. But of course, there are people amongst us, whether it's in our schools, in our churches, in our homes, in our families, in our neighborhoods. There are so many people out there that are in the darkness. There are so many people out there that know nothing about the Lord. How about you shine your light to them? And the problem with us is that we are so comfortable shining our light amongst light. If I turned on the torch on my phone in a room that already has light, will you see the difference? Will the torch of my phone be serving its purpose? I'd love to say no. Unless, of course, I turn off the light in the room. That's the only time that my torch will be serving its purpose. But otherwise, most of us are so comfortable shining our light amongst lights, which is not the way things are supposed to be. Take, for instance, Jesus Christ. I mean, we would count how many times the Bible has mentioned that he went into a synagogue, into a church. You would count how many times. Most of the time he was usually in the streets that we are afraid of. Jesus Christ went to parties, Jesus Christ was rarely congregating. I'm not saying you should stop going to church and start turning up. Please, I don't want to be misquoted. What I'm trying to say is Jesus Christ is an example of shining light in the darkness. The places that he used to go around to preach, to heal, to baptize, those are not churches. He didn't go, quite right, there are instances where miracles had happened in churches, but then most of the time the Bible mentions that he was usually out there around the places that we are usually afraid to go to, or the places that Jesus Christ went to. So if we call ourselves Christians, Christ-like, why are we so scared? Or why do we choose to stay away? I'll give an example of Jesus Christ at the well. First off, there's a reason why Jesus Christ had sent his disciples away, because he knew that his disciples in the first place would have been against him talking to that woman at the well, because she was from Samaria, and Samaritans and Jews are not supposed to be in the same place, because the other people were regarded to be unclean. Okay, but that's example enough. These boundaries that we have set as Christians for of not wanting to be found with people in the darkness is, I mean, how do you even win souls if you have set a boundary between you and the people that you're trying to win? How? So yeah, that's just something that I thought I needed to share. Let's shine our light in the right places.